everybody, and welcome to a show that is so fed up with flaky crap, garbage equipment and support from internet service providers that they can all take a big round without fist it. You're taking it dry, bitches. We're sick of you.
Yeah, that was funny. My internet dropped out just before Dick was about to hit go, and then got back. I'm sitting here, yeah, okay, and the music is going, the title's rolling, Dick's talking to me in the background, and boom.
Yeah. You know, so Dunk might be in and out like JD Vance's penis on a couch, right? You know, it's just, we'll see.
I dare not say anything now, just in case I get cut off mid-sentence, and what I might say be taken out of context. I might start with some racist gag, and people go, "God, that Dunk's a real racist."
Oh yeah, that's right. You should lead. You should talk backwards. You should lead with the punchline, and you should treat the show like Jeopardy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll take racism for 500, please, Dick.
Stop it. We should give a big thanks to everybody that was watching earlier, our question and answer session with Viper there. I sent him $1,380 at the end of that show. Thank you very much, everybody.
I hope he asked lots of questions.
Yeah.
Name the capital of France.
Yeah, we didn't have anybody ask like what your favorite dinosaur is or anything, so it was good, you know.
Yeah, you find out what his favorite sushi is.
I found out the airspeed velocity of a laden swallow.
How does it carry a coconut?
It grips it by the husk.
Nice. Good knowledge.
Yeah, because we all know coconuts don't migrate.
What's a penguin doing on top of the telly?
Oh man, speaking of television, I saw this thing came up in my YouTube recommendation and I had to click it, and it was some gigantic yellowish furniture wooden TV from the 60s from Germany. And it was all like a crazy up angle, and the big, huge part on the top that would swivel, that was the TV. And it had like 6 speakers in the back and a thing in the front that folded down near the bottom where the record player and stuff was. And the guy, like I think they only ever made like 600 of these or something back in the day. And the guy who bought it refused to say how much he paid for it. And
wow.
I'm pretty sure it was a lot, right?
Yeah.
And it's an old little 22, no, probably like an 18-inch or something CRT screen and all of this big wooden glory. What good is it?
Yeah, that's how big TVs were back then, don't forget.
Oh, yeah. But it's not like retro collecting a Commodore 64 that you can just toss in a cupboard until you decide to use again or whatever. This thing takes up like, you know.
Yeah, and you probably can't plug it into anything.
That or nothing can plug into it, right? Without mods and stuff, you know.
Yeah, there's no HDMI lead on the back of it. It's like I was going through a whole load of stuff from my mother-in-law's house, just old junk, and it's like, what am I going to do with all these SCART leads?
Oh yeah.
What? Well, the hell they were brilliant. I love SCART leads.
I wish we would have had them.
Yeah, you can muck around with them and pull the pins out and swap them about. But what do we do with them now? There's just nothing. Brand new, still in its packaging as well.
Yeah. If you ever get the retro itch, you never know. Keep one and get rid of all the other ones, right? Well.
Yeah, I know. I do keep one, and then seem to keep finding more and more. They just keep popping out of the cupboards. And RCA cables.
Oh, I know. I still have
I got so many.
Yeah, I've got a stack where they're all coiled up and stuff nicely, but they're probably a foot tall. What am I going to use them for?
Also, not only the RCA cables, because I used to do a lot of AV work. I used to make my own. So I've got like piles and piles of cables
Yeah.
with a boxes full of the plugs, the ends to make your own. It's like,
Oh yeah, and I bet you've got some BNC stuff around too from that.
Yeah, loads of BNC, loads. Well, obviously you've still got the XLRs and stuff. They're still relevant. But,
yeah.
but the other stuff, I don't know. I mean, just having said that, I don't know when the last time I soldered up an XLR cable. I don't think I'm ever going to need to again.
Imagine talk to your average 21-year-old musician right now and say to them, "Hey, do you have a MIDI cable?" And they'd be like, "USB."
Yeah.
No, do you have a MIDI cable? USB.
Explain it to me. It's like round, and it's got like 6 little pointy bits on the inside. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Oh, you mean a mini USB? No.
Yeah,
micro USB,
bouncing their head off the table. It's its own. It's not just a protocol. Yeah. That's protocol murder. It happens in retro computer tech scenes. There's some people watching. I have no idea what they're talking about. So here, I'll just give her one of these.
And now for something completely different.
6-pin DIN sockets.
Centronics.
RS 242.
Excuse me, but can I plug into your SCSI?
It's like printer cables as well. Remember the days when you had that on that back massive strip on the back of your computer to plug in your printer cable, and it just
and the cable was literally bigger than the one you use to charge your Tesla now, right? It was just you'd move the cable and it would topple your computer off the desk,
yeah. Oh, sorry, I meant RS 232, not what I said.
Yeah,
getting it wrong. Technically, rubbish. Yeah, it was funny.
So, not only is the election in a few days here, but we're coming not that far away from 2025, and every year that marches on is 1 year closer to all these government electric-only car mandates.
I thought you were just going to say 1 year closer to death. But,
closer to death.
But the two go hand in hand.
Yeah, but with the date coming where we're supposed to be electrified more and more, and that's it. Electric car purchasing is somewhat failing. Tesla, everybody, numbers aren't up. I
wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it because if Trump gets in, and there is still a possibility he might get in. We've got to be more worried about the electric sharks that he's going to be having roaming the streets of America.
He's gonna have Elon Musk building his new girlfriends with those Tesla bots, right? Because he doesn't have beauty pageant anymore.
Oh no, they'll be banning porn, so you won't be able to have robot girlfriends.
But what I was going for is, do you think the governments are going to start having to back those dates off some, because they're going to see that both the public and the industry just ain't going to get there on their own, right?
I think the industry is kind of like saying we're not going to get there. Isn't it Volvo decided that they're just dropping the whole concept of electric cars for the minute because No. The dates are just saying that's just not feasible. We're just not going to get there.
Well, what they're doing right now is they're putting it all on hybrids, right? Because it makes a lot more sense for a lot more drivers, like people in apartment buildings and stuff just don't have a place to plug in. But that does leave them in a position to just switch it to a full EV when needed, right?
Yeah. I think if anything, we're more likely to see just more hybrids.
Yeah.
And not as opposed to full on EVs.
But
there was some kind of like EV came on the telly the other day. I can't remember which one it was. They were saying it's got a range of like 550 miles. Oh wow! That's actually quite good. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, I've seen a few that are getting high in the range, but the problem with the high range ones is usually it just comes with yet an even heavier vehicle that's just a bit more aerodynamic and less draggy. And
it's only got one seat in it because the rest of it's taken the batteries.
Yeah. But if you've ever driven an electric car that's like a full-on battery vehicle versus a normal little Econo box, right? The way you feel it in the car when you're in the corners and stuff. They're just lumbering animals that are using all this suspension electronics and trickery and blah blah to try to hide it from you. You know,
like you said before, they are just as heavy as they are charged or empty.
Yeah, right. Well, so I prefer a properly light little sports car vehicle. So I'm sure I'm biased so far the other way that electric cars are just, like we need a jump in battery tech so that the battery pack isn't a third of the weight of the damn vehicle because my fuel tank ain't. Right?
Yeah. No, I think it's Mr. Fusion. Said it before.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, it's funny thing with the whole thing with Trump and Musk. I mean, Musk really needs Trump's help to keep his will keep himself out of jail for a start. But or sent back to South Africa, which is the new thing that's come up. But just the whole electric car industry is being held up by or supported by government money. But at the same time, Trump's talking about drill, baby, drill. He wants wants more petrol on the market. So that's kind of like that's not really helping Musk much, is it? It's not. It's not really helping the situation.
No, but here's the thing. All those people, like, you remember that episode of South Park when they were driving the Honda Priuses and running around smelling their own farts, right? Those folk are going to buy the electric cars anyway. So Tesla's okay. And Trump can then appease all his rich, oily buddies, right? Well,
his oily buddies. I think they're all oily buddies.
Yeah, well,
they're all oiled up.
They probably go and have circle jerks covered in Mobile One, and they don't use synthetic. These boys like the real deal.
I'd imagine all the ones that hung around with Epstein, they're all oily. For different reasons.
Yeah, baby oil.
Hang on, what were we talking about? You started thinking about baby oil, and I just my mind drifted to there.
Sometimes it's best to forget. Yeah. Hey, wait a minute.
I mean, I do forget. I was just trying to think. I can't remember the last time I cooked baby, so I'm not too sure how much oil I need for it.
You don't have veal? No. Okay, toddler, whatever. Yeah, the Teslas suck. I couldn't agree more. God, did you see what that crazy guy whistling diesel did to his Tesla truck?
No, I didn't. But you're going to tell me.
Yeah, where the whole back part where the big trailer hitch is connected, that supposedly is able to tow like 10,000 pounds or something ridiculous.
So was this a Cybertruck?
Yeah, Cybertruck.
Right.
He's really poorly attached to the actual structure of the truck, to the point where just having a little tow tug with an F-150, a regular pickup truck, I think it was him that did that, or he did the other one with anyway, it totally ripped the whole back end of the Tesla off the Cybertruck. And this is also
bolted to the back seat.
Well, but it's not just him. It's on social media. One guy towing a boat, the whole back of his Tesla Cybertruck just ripped off, and the boat was just left in the road. And it happened to another guy with a work trailer. Like, yeah. It turns out that it's just not engineered properly. You shouldn't be towing anything with one of those things.
What? I don't understand. Towing.
I know.
We've been doing it for fucking centuries.
I know. The Model T could do it, for God's sakes.
What they fixing on with? Super glue?
Yeah.
Bit of epoxy. That would do it.
But the one guy's video, whistling diesel, after it happens, he goes in and shows the structure and shows how completely inadequate it is compared to a real pickup truck to be doing the job that it says it can do. It's hilarious. And then what's his name? The other guy, Jerry Rig Everything.
Yeah.
He's got one. And you know how they say that the stainless steel is the exoskeleton structure of the truck?
Yeah.
The A-pillar that goes down beside the front windshield to where the hood is on his peeled up and was just flapping in the wind as he was driving down the highway. Exoskeleton my ass.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just and it's literally just glued on. Now I know bonding is popular in the automotive industry. Lotus has been doing it since like the Evora with the bonded extruded aluminum chassis and stuff. I do actually know the engineering of this pretty good, but
you don't see them falling apart along the side of the road.
That's the point. McLarens and all those high-end cars, they all use 3M bond and whatnot for their cars. And here's the Tesla at like 5 mile an hour over highway speed, just coming apart.
Yeah, just hand pump some no-nails in there. That will do it.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
bathroom
hilarious.
silicon sealer.
Oh my God, it's so funny. It's so funny. Yeah. Surprisingly, though, they are still holding a good value on the used market, like damn near sticker, because more people want them than can get them. Like, seriously, every one of you are voting Trump, right? That's got to be what's going on here, right?
Maybe they're seeing it like, the DeLorean. We want to try one before they disappear, before they're off the market, before Musk goes to prison.
Yeah,
like DeLorean did.
The parallels to the DeLorean are actually serious because, like, one of the first DeLoreans delivered to the United States was for Johnny Carson because he was an investor in John DeLorean's company. And he's driving it home on the highway. The car shuts down and it had electric locks and unlocks with no manual backup. And he was stuck in the car. This is before car phones and everything. Johnny Carson's just stuck on the side of the highway in his car. And he was not the kind of guy to take that lightly. He was fucking livid, man. I
can just see the Back to the Future remake in the future. That's a bit ironic. But yeah, I see the Back to the Future remake, and it would be like, you build a time machine out of a Tesla Cybertruck? And Doc Brown say, no, I just used that to tow the DeLorean here. What are you talking about? Except the toe fell off, and the DeLorean's somewhere back there. But yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
it's going to be a long film.
Oh, that'd be funny. That'd be really funny. But yeah, the Tesla Cybertruck, it never fails to give as an item for comedy. It's amazing.
You know what? It might be one of those things in the future where the Cybertruck has just become such a unique and special vehicle, but absolutely fucking useless as a domestic device. And so what they end up doing is do Cybertruck racing. Like stock car racing, where people will buy Cybertrucks and then do them up and do races and smash into each other. You try to break that unbreakable glass and stuff.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, they should be used for demolition derbies. Yeah, right.
And you could open up that that flatbed at the back there to move the roof back, and you could drive it from the back like a gladiator in a chariot.
Yeah. Yeah.
whipping it into action.
Yeah, and you with auto drive, just get voice control, right? Left, right. Or no, whip the side mirrors. Oh, right. Yeah. Doesn't it use cameras? Does it have side mirrors?
Yeah. You have to use gestures into the camera.
Yeah. No, you useless AI.
This race has been brought to you by ChatGPT.
The Tesla Cyber Chariot.
Yeah.
because you never know when you have somewhere to invade. I mean, it's just.
Now, I'd watch that That would be brilliant.
Well, instead of, remember that old show, American Gladiators?
Yeah.
Right? It could be Tesla Chariot Wars, and you use the auto drive, and you just have to take out the other guy, right? And it would be in like an arena, you know? That'd be a good one. You know, it'd have to be like, you know, like to the death proper. None of this.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there'll be plenty of them kicking around, so you can always drag out a new one. But
Yeah, and the trucks are stainless steel, so it's not like it's going to be hard to clean off, right?
No.
It should be fine.
all the blood.
Yeah, you know.
You can't get the fucking rust off it, but yeah, blood, no problem.
That's funny too, because a few of them are already reporting rust issues, you know. Elon Musk is the only guy that can make stainless steel that rusts. I swear to God.
I don't know. The people who make my kitchen knives seem to do the same thing.
No, but they're liars. You know?
I got a stainless steel barbecue. I got a stainless steel barbecue we've had like 15 years, and it's outside, and not one spot of rust on it. Right. Amazing. They should build them out of that. Whatever that barbecue is made of, just build everything out of that.
Actual stainless steel, not you know, yeah. And that's another thing too. Tesla seems to have all these problems getting the corners to meet up and stuff, and they say, "Oh, because it's stainless steel, blah blah and whatnot." Kitchens everywhere, commercial kitchens are full of stainless steel with corners and curves and whatnot that actually match in the same place, Elon.
Yeah, that's a bit of a weird argument.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that one.
They're handcrafted, like Rolls Royce. Oh, I can't speak.
Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce. Rolls Royces.
Yeah, like Henry and Charles. Yeah, that's
I would say it's like old road. Old road. I can't say it. Old Rolls Royces.
He did it.
They say Trump is in cognitive decline. I don't know. That's going to be the new TikTok challenge. Say old Rolls Royces.
Felix did one to me today. I'm not going to say it because he might, if he hears me, he'll want to come down and everything. But it was this crazy hard Japanese name, and he said it to me once really fast, expecting me to just repeat it to him, and I'm like, yeah, right. What was it? Takatori Totoka. And I'm like, dude, that's a tongue twister. Oh, come on.
It's also number 47 on the menu. It's really delicious.
Yeah. Well, actually, he started talking about shiitake mushrooms and stuff after that. He was in a Japanese kick there for a bit today. So, you know, yeah. He seems to know what he's talking about, though. I mean, not that I can verify it. I mean, it's just,
you could start talking to him in Klingon, and you know, they'll both be fucked.
Yeah. I'd probably bring me a bowl of live worms or something, dude. I'm not going to risk it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Heather in the chat. Mushrooms are gross unless it's the happy ones.
Oh, I love me a good mushroom, mate.
Yeah, you guys are quite fond of like just, you know, frying up a little mushroom and getting it on toast real quick and stuff, right?
Oh, I don't know about that. That's a bit weird.
Really? Yeah. I always hear Brits talking about mushrooms on toast on TV.
You?
Yeah.
What Britain are you listening to? I think that's a different Britain. That's coming through American Airways, where they don't understand Britain and say, this is what the Britons have.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, I just recently it was on Clarkson's farm.
Mushrooms on toast. Okay.
Yeah, I like mushrooms with steak for sure. I don't like them raw. I like them like properly cooked up.
Oh God, no. That is weird. But yeah, I wouldn't touch one raw.
Yeah. Or what's those big white fluffy mushrooms? And they're just a big ball. And people cut them into like literal steaks and, saute them up and stuff.
I like
and,
portobellos, big portobello ones.
No, it's not them. They're they literally look like space balls, the big balls that were everywhere,
Right. I
Um,
don't know. I'm not an expert.
Yeah, me either. But it works really well. Just Jimmy's like, what are you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, two guys talking about a subject that neither of us know anything about.
Brilliant. Yeah. We're great at that.
Bit like normal then.
Yeah. Not those puffy poisonous ones. No. Let's not get people killed. Yeah.
Well, not everybody.
Just a few.
Yeah, just none of our channel members or subscribers. You're all safe.
Yeah, make sure you look through the member list and stuff before you recommend the poisonous ones.
Tonight we're having a subscriber growth thing stream tonight. We're going to try and get more subscribers in, so we have less people die of mushroom poisoning. You'll be on the protected list.
Look, we're doing you a favor here. Sign up, become a member, and do something to save your own life. Okay, we can only do so much for you. You're gonna have to help too. Think they bought it? Let's see.
Try again.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Hold on. Let's just.
They're listening.
Okay. So, what do you think? What should we go on to now here?
Hey, talking about. Well, sort of thing. You sparked a thought in my brain. Oh my god, it's going to be one of those nights. You sparked a thought in my brain, which is AI has come on leaps and bounds, and we were talking about having Cybertrucks in gladiatorial races. What about the rebirth of robot wars, but we're now with under the power of AI?
But isn't that just the first step towards Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great though? Wouldn't you love to see two robots trying to smash each other up, but using intelligence tactics?
What if they turn on what if the whole time they're actually having their fight, they're just weakening the fences and whatnot so they can get out and get at the
Yeah, they're secretly talking to each other. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you either.
Yeah, pull your punches and let's work on our escape here. All right, let's go. Right, I've seen that in the movies. They're shitty movies, but I did like Robot Wars.
That would be so funny how to have two robots come into the arena, right? And X Slanger is going to take on Spunkmaster, and the two are going to fight out. And no, they came to a political agreement.
Yeah.
Shit, we should put these guys in charge.
Yeah. It turns out they've formed an association. They're working together now. Yeah.
There is actually a film coming out. What was it called? I can't remember now. But it's got the guy from Jurassic Park. The latest ones, not Chris Pine. Platt. Is it? I can't remember. Somebody
idiot from Guardians of the Galaxy and the new Jurassic movies.
Yeah, well, these new guys. But anyway, it's all about
Chris
all these
Platt or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's all about all these robots, and so it's like they're all after the big robot wars, and they're all rising up. I saw the trailer for it yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." I've got no idea what it's about, as quite obvious when I was just trying to explain it to you.
Oh, I can tell you exactly what it is. It's going to be a mechanical Planet of the Apes, basically, right?
It did look really cool because all the robots are, they're kind of like happy robots, and the big smiley faces and cat heads, and it's really bizarre. But the design of it looks really great.
Huh, have to check it out.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt, that's who it was. Yeah.
Pratt, yeah.
Yeah, Pine is the new Kirk, and Pratt is
Well,
he just
he was the new Kirk until the new Kirk came along. We've got a new
oh
Kirk.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, because now there's a new Kirk that replaced the new Kirk.
Yes, and then we'll have robot William Shatner come back as the new Kirk, the new old new Kirk.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm not a fan of that Chris Pratt guy. I find that like I haven't even finished the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I've not watched the others. I just
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy was all right, but it wasn't that part I found good. There was other parts of it that like the raccoon. Was it a raccoon?
yeah. Rocket Raccoon or something.
Yeah. He was a great character.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That
again,
Pratt,
it's another one of those Marvel things, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, for me, Pratt, he forgets one critical thing about humor. That's to be funny. Right.
Mm.
Yeah,
we learned
part
that
of it.
Day one of being funny school.
Yeah, exactly.
Still working on it.
I spent 13 years flunking out of school learning how to be funny.
All I've done is ended up being tasting funny. Yeah, don't like that, honey. Yeah, I know. It's meant to be green. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's gone bad in holding. The green starts in the testicles and works its way up. I hope we're not talking about Shamrock Shakes here. Oh,
what's Shamrock Shakes? What's that?
There are these things that they're served at McDonald's, and they're green milkshakes for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
Don't get it either, man. I don't know what's supposed to be in it. Is it Kermit the Frog? Is it
It's old stock McDonald's.
Yeah, they just don't bother cleaning the machine. But yeah.
I think it's kind of funny that everybody just goes fucking mental for St. Patrick's Day. Everything's green. Everyone's wearing big fucking green hats and shamrocks, and not a single one of them's Irish. And no one gives a fuck about the Irish or St. Patrick. They don't know who he is.
Especially St. Patrick. All they know is the Irish drink, and you drink on St. Patrick's Day. That's what it's all about, right?
Except the Irish.
Yeah. They don't.
They probably just like sit back and think, "Oh, you stupid."
Yeah, they go to that stupid portal thing and moon everybody in their green outfits. Remember
that? Yeah, this is our prime export from Ireland. A stupid tradition that people just can't understand.
Yeah. Isn't that funny, man? Yeah. More people participate in St. Patrick's Day than drink good Scotch whiskey.
Yeah.
Right. So do the reference there. The Irish have really put something out there, right? Because, everybody likes Scotch, but everybody plays St. Patrick's Day, right?
Well, the thing is no one celebrates St. George's Day over here. In fact, in many ways, it's kind of like frowned upon to wander around with England flags and all that kind of stuff. Yes, it's kind of frowned upon. Just a bit of a shame, a bit of
fucking colonizers.
A bit of pride in your country would be to go amiss, I suppose. But
yeah. We've been changing some of our national holidays around here recently. There's a few we used to have that are gone, and now they've turned into new things, and I can't catch up. Every 10 years, we rewrite our national anthem to make it a little bit different because that's a thing. It's weird.
Yeah, we should move Christmas as well.
We should definitely move Halloween, but I'll never stop bitching until it happens.
Yeah.
like this year, it was cold and chilly and everything in our area. So you got little girls that want to be like a princess and a ballerina and stuff, and they're all dressed up. Okay, put on your winter coat. Well, that fucking ruins everything for them, doesn't it?
It's 2024. Even little boys are allowed to be princesses and ballerinas.
Okay, sure, true enough. I was just, going by tradition from my, life, right? But yeah.
Did you see what the favorite Halloween costume was for the MAGA crowd this year? It was
orange.
No, dressing in bin bags as trash because Biden called Trump supporters trash.
Oh my God! So that
even though Trump has been trashing on America and Puerto Rico and all that kind of stuff, Biden, in a kind of like old man slip of the tongue sort of thing.
Yeah.
He was talking about the people who support Trump. It's like his right hand men and
yeah.
Like that. He was referring to those people as his supporters, and so the MAGA crowd took it to anybody who supported Trump, absolutely anybody.
Yeah,
and so they go, "Oh, well, he's calling us trash."
Yeah,
Trump's been doing this for weeks. What are you talking about?
He's been treating y'all as trash for years. He's just, smart enough to lie to you. Yes.
Well, I think it's kind of nice though. With them all dressing up in bin bags, it saves buying body bags when the Civil War starts.
Yeah. Oh, I hope there's nothing like that. But I mean, talking about the whole thing with Trump and whatnot, I can totally understand why somebody like Elon Musk would support the bastard, because Trump is there for the rich. He did tax cuts for the rich when he was in office. And, there was like a $6 or $7 trillion deficit growth. And, the guy's horrible that way. But.
And Trump Musk is the richest.
Yeah. Right. But why do the average person, and especially the lower income rednecky folk who have no idea what the actual issues even are, support the guy? When everybody knows a rich fat cat that has a New York apartment that's literally gilded in gold is not going to be somebody who ever does anything for you. They're the ones that pay you minimum wage. I just don't fucking get it.
Yeah, I bet the people who put up all that gold leaf in his apartments, they're all on $7 an hour.
Yeah, they were immigration, like they were illegals, I bet, right?
Yeah, thanks for decorating my apartment. Now fuck off back to your country.
Yeah. Mr. Trump, can I get paid? Yeah, here's your deportation notice,
Yeah, I'm not paying you. What do you think I am?
Exactly. I can't understand how people can't see that. You know what it is, though? It always comes down to that damn reality show, The Apprentice. People think he is that guy. He's not. Oh, that show has already been proved to be a total lie.
Yeah, it's just scripted. Yeah. Which is kind of ironic, really, considering it's a complete lie, and so is everything behind Trump.
Yeah,
but you know what? If Trump loses, and we're all crossing our fingers, our toes, our bollocks, our penises, we're crossing everything at the minute that he loses. But you know what? I'm going to make a prediction. Next election running for the Republicans will be Musk.
Oh,
I bet
my
you.
Lord. I'll make a prediction. That is the end of the Republican Party as we know it at that point, because there will be a split and there will be a MAGA party and a Republican Party. That's what will happen.
Yeah. I wouldn't be at all surprised. I mean, that is if Musk is
but he can't. Oh, and he wasn't born on American soil, so it can't happen. But
that's true.
Yeah,
but he's lied about. He's lied about his. What was it? He should have been. He shouldn't have been here because he was here in America because he lied.
Yeah.
What is it he lied on specifically about his immigration into America? I think he was here making money as an illegal immigrant, setting up a business. He set up a business while not being an American citizen.
Yeah,
and I think that was the thing they're catching him on. So
I think Canada even had a hand in enabling his punk ass at one time.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'll take it back then. So I guess he can't.
And then, when we go back again to the people who support Trump, there is a hardcore Bible Belt Republican thing that's been going on for years in the United States. And more often than not, your more hardcore Christian Catholic type believers and stuff tend to be Republican. And I can't understand how any one of the true people of faith in God or any, Buddha, Muhammad, whatever. I don't mean whatever as in I'm putting it off to the side. I'm just saying, but anybody of pure, true belief, how can you believe that Trump is a man of belief? He's obviously not. He can't answer any questions about the Bible at all. I'm not a person of belief at all. And I could do you a couple of quotes if I absolutely had to, because this shit comes up in life. He's totally a liar and plays the God part because he knows it gets votes. I can't understand how anybody of faith can't see that.
When he was
I can
interviewed,
see it.
He was had an interview recently last week, with some crazy nut job woman in America, but it's all it's a faith based community or organization that was and she basically asked him, what's your favorite thing about belief and faith? What is it you find most? And he started rambling on about her, great deals that he's made in property sales and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I know.
And even then he wasn't brought to task on his question every single time. Especially when he's talking about faith or anything like that, he just diverts completely, or just refuses to talk about it. But it's too personal. But however, Arnold Palmer's penis, can't get it off his lips.
Exactly. Let me get you a ruler and show you. It's like,
but talking about Jesus, no, that's too personal.
Yeah.
Here's someone's cock.
Exactly. And you can tell when he's asked questions about faith, God, and the Bible and stuff, his answers never include any smidgen of faithful talk at all. It's instantly steer away from this and get to something else. He is clearly a liar. I just can't understand how people don't see it.
He doesn't even make a lot of mistakes of saying things like, I love the chapter about following the gourd or the shoe. That was one of my favorites. Which is your favorite? Was it the New Testament or Genesis? Well, both equally. I kind of like Phil Collins. He was kind of cool.
Oh. Okay, so I'm just looking at a couple of poll sites here.
Genesis!
Oh, no.
Genesis forbidden!
Sometimes. Anybody watching the polls out there, that projects538.com, they got a running poll thing that's just been updated all the time and whatnot. They have Harris at 1 point over Trump right now, 1 single point with a margin of error of plus or minus 3. So,
well, the only polls I'm watching are the ones that are outside my house digging up the road. But
hey, they might have brought a nice lunch. No. And then there's another one here, 270 to win.com, 270 to win.com. And they break it down by state. And they have Trump ahead in more states than Harris.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. They have Harris ahead in 21 states, I think. I'll do another thing.
Yeah, how does that add up to the college system, though? Because, some states have got 4 college votes and others have got like 54 college votes. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But state by state doesn't necessarily mean a lot.
Yeah. And I don't know how to... to do that, to figure that out, Anybody got a poll link that would bring me to somewhere that is looking at it from the perspective of the electoral college, whatever, that would be very handy. You could throw it in the Discord. I'm just realizing that's kind of what I need, I think.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. North Carolina.
Yeah, but do you win by states? Even so, if you've got a college, if you've got a state of 20 colleges in it, do you have to have a majority in that state, and then that state becomes the win, or do they just go by the individual colleges within that state? I mean, look at me. We're going to be doing an election the other night in a couple of days. I still don't understand the American. I barely understand our fucking elections over here, to be honest with you.
Well, the last time we did this, I learned a lot by listening to the people in the live chat, but I kept drinking all day and forgot it all. So
yeah. I know. I become an expert on the day.
Yeah,
and then completely forget it afterwards because I don't need to know that now.
Yeah. KK's GG had a good point in the chat. And the whole thing with Trump voters, single issue voters, in their minds, prohibiting reproductive choices is all they needed to just go, yes, I'm going with Trump. That is some sad ass stuff, right? Yeah. Because that means that you're voting to put somebody in office only to push your version of a free America for everybody down everybody else's throat. That's democracy's worth more than that.
Oh wait. He wants to take away my porn? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, was it Jimmy Kimmel came up with a brilliant thing the other night? One of these late night show hosts, and they were talking about the election coming up. Oh no, it was Bill Maher. Bill Maher.
Bill Maher, Bill Maher, whatever, yeah.
And he was talking about people being Christmas Eve voters. The people have not put a single thought into it until the day, and they just go like, red, blue. What's my favorite color? Yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it's going to come down to. It's just people have not paid any attention whatsoever and just going and putting a mark on a piece of paper.
Right now, my hope is that the people doing the polls aren't checking with the right people, and we've got more people out there on the Harris side than it's looking at the moment. That's my hope right now, is that the polls are a little old school and inaccurate and maybe too focused on calling landlines and stuff, because then you're only talking to the elderly and, things like that, right?
I didn't. Speak up.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to have to get Mr. Edison to look at this again.
Mr. Edison is a lovely fella. Keep selling me electrical goods for some fucking reason.
Yeah. I've got 4 of these machines. They play cups, but they don't have bottom. You can't put any wine in it. It's just. But yeah.
Yeah, I think Edison invented the rampant rabbit for the ladies. I know, we'll sell lots of batteries.
Oh man.
But what's it for, Mr. Edison? You work it out.
Yeah, I'm nervous about this whole election thing, though. Man, if Trump does happen to win, in 4 years, America is going to regret this like nothing they've ever regretted.
In 4 years? I'd give it 4 days.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. But the odds are, in this day and age, with all this more immunity and stuff presidents have now, the odds are he'll make it through a term if he gets there, right?
Do you think he's going to live that long? I wouldn't be at all surprised. After the election, he just like drops with the heart attack or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's knackered. The man is worn.
Oh
out.
Yeah. Somebody in the kitchen will probably give him a extra special meal, and he'll drop on day one.
Do you think it's more likely there might be some more assassination attempts? He could be potentially that president who has the most assassination attempts in history.
He's already getting close, right?
He already has, hasn't he? Basically,
yeah.
I think Reagan was only shot once, wasn't he?
Yeah. And then you got
obviously Lincoln,
and Kennedy. They were shot once, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, Kennedy, they do think he was shot twice, but that's
it wasn't like a year later or a day,
yeah, just on the table where I think he's coming through.
Yeah,
no, he's not.
Yeah, but yeah, man, it's going to be a heavy hangover. There's a lot of people out there that think, like KK was there saying there, oh, well, the abortion is the only thing that matters to me. And a couple of years into this, they're just going to be going, what the hell have I done?
Yeah.
I hope so. I
hate
the only people that won't think that are the rich, because nothing really affects them anyway. It's fine, right? And I mean those, top 1%ers, right?
Yeah. Oh no, even higher than lower than that. Those could be plenty of people with enough money in America that's not going to not bother them. But yeah, it's an odd one because America, you've only got yourself to blame, right? When it comes down to it. But my God, it has a massive knock-on effect for the entire world, and that's what a lot of Americans don't seem to understand. They go, "Well, it's our election, it's our president." No, this is big. This is big for the entire world. It can affect things. What happens in Russia, China, Korea,
huge.
All those, and not to mention the Middle East. Oh my God, the world is such a powder keg at the minute of shitty things that can go wrong, and he just put Trump in charge.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. The man who can't decide whether to die by shark or an electric boat. Come on.
Oh, man. Okay, so check this out. Shayna found this on the Shills account there tonight. We've got the electoral college votes thing going on right here. Right? So this is probably the page that will, if they're going to run it live on Tuesday, maybe this is where we'll end up. So right now they have a prediction of 226 to 219.
So they just do it literally on the colleges, not necessarily whether or not the state turns red or blue.
You can change it here to electoral votes or electoral votes. See, here's 2020. Right?
Yeah, the college bits are the important bit, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is probably where we'll be. Yeah, 270 to win, 270s in blue. So this is definitely a site that's on our side. I like it. Good find, Shayna. Thanks. All right. So
wait, hang on. You have to have 270 to win. And at the minute, they've got the Democrats only 226.
Right. To 219 for the Republicans. But I think that's predictive based on the polls.
So that's not a win.
No, it's not yet, right? But that's because this isn't real counting, right? We'd have to go.
That's a big. Oh,
I know.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
What if nobody gets 270? What happens then?
I think it has to. I don't think there's a way for it not to. One side will definitely get more than the other, but what happens if it's not 270? I don't. Yeah, we'll have to. I got a little homework to do, I guess.
Because obviously in the UK we have at least 3 parties, prominent parties, and what normally happens if you don't get enough seats in Parliament to win, you'd have a coalition. You set up a deal with another party that would take your numbers and add them to ours, and that gives us a win to build a government. But in America, when it's not a 2-party system, because there are the independents and there are other are other people out there. So
Yeah.
maybe they. I mean, there's that little bar in the middle, which is all the Independents. Is that Independence? What is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. The grays are undecided, right?
So
And the
not,
light red is likely. The dark red is safe. Dark blue is safe. Light blue is likely.
yeah.
Right. So, and then you got leans with an even lighter blue, but I'm not really seeing that super light blue. Am I? When they start doing shades of colors, man, I'm not the one, you know?
Doesn't know. Yeah, I'm just wondering, if, in American politics, you can, decide to go, we'll create a coalition between our two parties now. And between us, we now have the 270 win.
Yeah.
I don't know if that could work.
In Canada, it happens, right? But in America, the independents are usually so tiny that it wouldn't freaking matter anyway, right? I wonder. We'll have to figure it out. I'm sure we're going to get some in the live chat here, some instruction.
Maybe. I got a really good idea. On election night, why don't we have somebody who knows what the fuck they're talking about on the show?
Well, I was thinking about that, but I think Nick's doing election coverage as it is as well. So,
right. So go and watch his channel instead then.
Could be, right? But it depends. Like, do you want hardcore news coverage the whole night? Or do you want to have a hangout with some cool people and just happen to pay attention to what's going on at the same time? Because that's the difference, right?
Basically, what we're doing is we're playing a fiddle as we watch Rome burn.
Yeah.
Like, come and join the fiddlers on the election night.
Yeah.
Or find out the real. I mean, we're not going to find out who wins, during that night anyway.
Probably not.
I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be, well, I mean, it might be days.
Oh, especially with all the legal challenges and stuff. Like if Harris is declared a winner the night of the election, she won't be the real winner for a while because Trump's camp is going to cry bloody murder, man. There's no way that
unless
can admit defeat.
Unless she absolutely smashes it.
Yeah. But I don't see that happening at this point, right? It's too close. She would have to railroad him.
I've always wondered. Do you think that the fact that she's not only is she black or Indian or whatever you want to call her, because she can't decide apparently, but she's also a woman. Do you think that's the two things that could be holding back a lot of people in America? Because I mean, I'm not being funny, but a lot of American people are racist and they are. I wouldn't say misogynist.
I don't think the black thing's such an issue. I mean, Obama did it and whatnot.
Yeah, Obama got through, yeah.
I think the fact that she's a woman is still an issue with some. Even Obama chastised a group of black guys that he went and gave a presentation to, right? He was like, come on, what are you guys thinking here? I think this is more of a woman thing. And he put it on them, man. But, that's what I see.
Well, they should have had. Kamala's a really nice person, but what do you think? I think what they should have had is one of those really serious black mamas who beat the shit out of you. You get home too late, and it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Winston? Yeah. so a scary black woman. And you go, no, I'm gonna have to vote for her, otherwise she's gonna spank me and send me to
somebody
my room.
from Jersey Shore who just flips over a table at a moment's notice, right? Oh man, I've never seen that show Jersey Shore, but they did a parody of it on South Park, and it was hilarious. And I'm pretty sure,
let's be honest. You get all your entire world affairs and knowledge of the entire planet from South Park.
Well, I did up until the point where I just can't even bother with the show anymore. It's too sporadic and odd. But
that's because your brain is now full of all the information you ever need to know.
Yeah, if I shake my head, Kenny falls out. Man, it's crazy,
Dick, can you tell us about the history of the rise and fall of the Roman Empire and Julius Caesar? Well, on South Park episode blah blah blah.
That's
the history according to South Park.
Yeah.
That would be quite funny. That would be a great show, actually. The world according to South Park, and it's just history and information just based on what they've said. We could throw in South Park and The Simpsons.
I don't really know them very well.
Well, you have to fucking learn it then, won't you?
Oh yeah, just quickly catch up on 600,000 seasons. Yeah.
You started watching bloody Stargate. That's going to take you.
I watched the first 2-hour one, and then I just kind of went. Oh.
That's because South Park haven't done a review of Stargate for you to form an opinion.
Yeah. Why read the Cole's Notes version of something when you can watch the South Park episode, right?
Just send the guys like an email. So look, I've got like 400 episodes of Stargate to watch. I don't really want to put the time into it. Could you do an episode on South Park that just like summarizes the entire season for me?
Oh man. Or funny enough, you mentioned The Simpsons. Well, there is an episode of South Park based on The Simpsons called Simpsons Did It, because they're trying to come up with new ideas. So I actually did learn The Simpsons through South Park. So there is fact to that. No shit.
That's funny.
Yeah. And I know who Robert Smith is. He's the lead singer of The Cure, and I only know that because of South Park.
Yeah.
Right. Can't stand The Cure. I don't get it. I just.
You know what? It showed up in my recommendations. They did a 3-hour stream like 3 days ago of them. Well, playing music, I think. Robert Smith. Oh my God! What a you remember what he used to look like, right? With the big eye makeup, the red lips, and the straw-like hair, right? Well, he's not had a bath or shaved
Scarecrow.
or washed. Yeah, he still looks the same now, but it's like 400 years later.
Yeah. That's like when you see Slash show up and he's still wearing that stupid hat. It's like, come on, dude, really? What the hell? Same sunglasses, leather pants.
I'm a serious musician. Here's my hat and my sunglasses.
Exactly.
To prove it.
Yeah, it's funny, man. But Hulk Hogan still does it, and he's like, what? 7 steps to dead.
Did you see it the other day when he was?
Yeah, he couldn't even rip his shirt.
Yeah. I mean, it's an old man thing. I have the same thing opening packages.
What do you expect, right?
I can't open a sandwich. Never mind rip my shirt open. I tell you what. Is a funny thing, right? You get those. We get packages of like mince, minced meat, and they're now in kind of like they do them in vacuum sealed packages.
Oh yeah.
So there's no air inside. It's vacuum sealed. It's smaller. Save space. That makes them last longer.
And you have to wash your scissors after opening them.
Yeah. But the thing is, no, this had a peel here thing, right? Because you can grab the corner of it and peel the package open, right?
Right.
And I showed it to my wife afterwards. I was screaming from the kitchen. This is the most fucking ridiculous thing I ever seen. Because where in the corner where they had a little thing that said peel, I lifted it and it was just a square of plastic that came off. The plastic. Yeah. It wasn't the actual peel because it was just a piece of plastic to tell you where to peel. Now I've peeled it off. Yeah. Where's the corner gone?
Oh yeah.
What was the fucking point in that?
I know. There's so many of these modern packages that are like that, Oh yeah. Oh.
It's like the ones that the tin cans that the really really clever ones now where they like a can of sweet corn or whatever, and you got the little pull tab and you just pull it and it just it punches and then the top just peels off. Apart from when that bit just like snaps off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's like a V8
And
can or whatever in North America, and it just goes dunk, and you're
but
just
you're
like,
swearing.
fuck.
You're swearing because you're cooking. This is all about your timing.
Exactly. Yeah,
I'm
you
not
needed
going
it
to
right
the
that
sweet one.
second. Yeah.
I'm going to throw it in. or you got the fryer on, or you got the wok going. Then you got a new bottle of olive oil, and there's you open it. You get first of all they have the plastic wrap,
and then they have that fucking stupid thing in there.
Well, first of all, the plastic wrap, you can't, you pull it and it just like pulls a little bit off. And you still lock the bottle up. So you got to get a fucking knife out. And then meanwhile, your wok is getting hotter and hotter and hotter.
Yeah.
And you finally get the plastic wrap off. You get the top open.
Nothing comes up.
And then there's that plastic, like you say, with a little plastic thing with a ring pull. Yeah. You pull it and the ring pull falls off. now you got to get. Oh, where's the fucking?
You got to get a screwdriver to beat it out. You know. Totally.
I hate it. Yeah. I hate the modern world.
Oh yeah. Or these days the little Ziploc seal and stuff is so crappy made that I bought my son a big bag of these sausage patties he likes, and I open it up, I take 2 out, and I cannot reseal it. It's over. I just had to use my own freezer bags and stuff. Yeah. It's just, oh yeah. What's the point of doing it? Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's definitely a sign that we're getting old.
Yeah, but it's also that everything's getting cheap. Like back in the day when cans were thicker and a little bit, stronger and not so flimsy, the lids always worked. But these days they break because they're right on the verge, right? Like things just suck more now. It is true, I
actually find myself ring pulls and things like that. I don't know if it's something to do with my, psoriasis, just my, just getting old. But I can't open a ring pull on a can with my fingers. It's just, I just feel like something's going to break off the end of my finger trying to do this. So I had to get a fucking spoon out to get under the ring pull just to kick it off.
Yeah. That's why you still have kids that live at home. Can you open this for me?
all they got to do now is put kid-proof bottle tops onto bottles of wine, and I'm fucked.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I got something to show you guys. Well, not all of you are going to care, but some of you are going to care. Who's into like butters and shatters and stuff, right? It's for pipes like this.
Yeah.
Right?
That's like a bagpipe, isn't it?
That's a bagpipe in Canada. Well, at least on the West Coast. But I just got this jar full of really, really good stuff to put in it, and
earwax.
Yeah, it cost me all of $100.
Jesus Christ.
And normally they sell it. Normally you just get a tiny little bit for like $25 or $30 or something. So I just got one of these ultimate deals. I can't wait to try after.
So whose earwax is that?
No, an army of bees made that. Small ears. So it's a big army, Yeah, Kevin, exactly, buddy. Yeah, it's 10 grams in the jar. And it's like a butter. It's for a dab pipe, they call it, and it's just a little bit. It's basically like shatter, which is like toffee, except this is just a little softer and not quite as concentrate. But $100 for that jar was still like one hell of a deal.
So you spread it really thinly on toast, then.
It's like Marmite, except stronger.
When you smoke Marmite, it's cheaper.
If you were to spread this stuff on toast, you did eat the toast, dial 911 or 999 or whatever. It's just, that would
just turned into an elephant.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, so should be a fun night after.
Oh dear.
I get to try it. Yeah. What time do we got here? Oh, 1:11. Okay, not bad. We're 5:26 my time local. So yeah, I got half an hour, 40 minutes.
Wait. When did your clocks change?
Last night. I'm already. We're back to 8 split. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that helps. Not that helps my brain that much.
Yeah. No, we're finally back to normal. I hate
those words lightly, Mr. Dawson.
Yeah. Well, our normal's relative, right? You know,
typical. Yeah.
Normal adjusts depending on how fast you're going. It's like relativity. You know, I need a beer. Hold on.
Okay. Mr. Dawson goes to get a beer. He's going to get a beer. Oh, what kind of beer do you think it might be? I think it might be a piss yellow beer. Always using the Jewish lasers on me
now. Yeah, that one came in from the coast. It was sharks.
Ow, ow, ow. Missed both my legs.
All right. There we go. Yeah, Shayna on the Shills account there in the chat had said, I like real butter. Oh, man. There's times when I can use margarine for sure, but there's times when it has to be real butter. Like, if I'm just going to butter a piece of toast to then put peanut butter on it, margarine's fine. But
wait. When you say margarine, no one makes margarine. That was just shite. Do you mean things like, I can't believe it's not butter?
Well, not that one. That's like the lowest of the pole around here. I use a better one, but yeah.
But it is, but that's not a margarine. It's a butter emulsion simulant.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yeah.
It's but not margarine. Margarine, I don't think you see it.
Solidified oil or something, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I don't mind that if I'm not going to taste it. It's there for the effect. Like moisten the bread, put on peanut butter. Because if you peanut butter dry bread, it's not the same, right? It's way more sticky then.
You need it also helps as to be like a barrier, to stop things soaking into the bread.
Yeah. But if I'm going to put like butter on asparagus, it has to be butter, right? That kind of thing. I can get away with using that fake stuff on like a waffle because I'm just going to pour syrup on it. Can't tell the difference anyway, right? I do it that way.
I remember going to like a one of these sandwich shop type places. One of these delicatessens where they make them in front of you. It's like I'll have a tuna salad sandwich, please. Yeah. Oh, okay. And they get the bread out and just start slapping the tuna on. They go, wait a minute.
Exactly.
Where's the butter separation?
Don't get me dry, buddy. Yeah.
What do you fucking think I am? I'm some kind of Philistine. Get out of here.
Yeah, I don't like that. I can tell too. Even if I don't, I know.
Or they don't. They barely use any. So it's just like scratching the surface. You're like dry brushing it onto the surface of the bread. So you're not actually creating the barrier. You still got all the holes in the bread that can.
And you're thinking, asshole, rub that in like it's your wife and it's tanning oil, asshole. Come on, or your friend's wife, who, whatever, I mean, it's just,
Rub it on like it's fisted and you need it.
Get it between your fingers for maximum effect. So yeah, but there was something I wanted to actually bring up that I haven't, and I don't mean my lunch.
Something important on a pub chat. On a Sunday when all the shops are closed.
Are you mad? Don't remember. Oh,
Man.
new TV show called Nautilus. Of
Oh
course,
my! Oh fuck!
you know the story of Captain Nemo, and
It isn't.
well, it's one of those shows where every so often you're like, okay, now we're gonna and they went the other way, and it's just the lead actor is, you know, he's the guy who flunked out of the Keanu Reeves School of Acting. It's just it had so much potential and it was ruined. It's terrible. If it gets renewed, there is no God because you know they canceled Chaos, right? You know.
Yeah. No, we put it on. We put it on. Got through about 15 minutes of it. Yeah, but at the start of it, I said, "This is green screen madness going on here." Yeah, all these people are in like in a rowing boat, and you can tell they're just like against a green screen. This is fucking awful.
It's
And
lit
then
poorly. You could see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's awful. Yeah, and also green screen has this sort of thing where if you don't do it right, it just like sucks the color out of people's faces, and everyone's like turns jaundice, and it all looked like that. And and of course this guy shows up, or he's in charge of the Nautilus. But it's not Captain Nemo. He stole the Nautilus from Captain. I was like, what the fuck is it? 15 minutes. 15 minutes in, we didn't know who was who. Everybody was running around shouting and screaming at each other.
I know.
And we just like, fuck it, don't give a shit, don't care. Because I saw the trailer of it, and you wait, it's just fucking Captain Nemo on acid. It just goes all over the place, and it just turns into this steampunk kind of mess. And of course, if you notice in the titles, it says it's inspired by Jules Verne.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just do the Jules Verne story? It was a brilliant classic story.
Why didn't you just do a whole new take on an underwater submarine person from back in the day and just be a ripoff? I mean, why use the name and then mutilate the story to the point of ridiculous, right?
And you all moaned at me the other day about having kittens and breaking their legs and putting them in wheelchairs. That's exactly what they did to this series.
Oh, it was bad. I watched a lot more of it than you, hoping that something would come because they gave little hints of Atlantis, and I was like, okay, that would be cool.
Yeah, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
It was terrible. Unless you have a deep-seated desire to be miserable, to be unhappy, to be like glum, just stay away from that one.
I'm sure it'll appeal to some people.
12-year-olds.
No.
From India.
I'm not gonna pick on people's choices because I pick on yours all the fucking time, and you're a fucking idiot anyway. So I'm not gonna pick on people's choices, but no, for me, I just couldn't do it. Couldn't.
No.
Yeah, like Peter says, how many more Captain Nemo series do we need? Well, the funny thing is, everybody does Captain Nemo stories, but they never actually go back to the source material. No. They always this is going to be my take on Captain Nemo, or Captain Nemo is now driving a fucking bus through the London bus circus. Yeah, no, come on, it's just go back to the original Jules Verne book that even Disney butchered. I mean, actually, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is a terribly boring book, to be honest with you.
It's a good movie when you're a kid, but no.
But the book, the Jules Verne book, is literally just like it's like a David Attenborough like documentary of looking at stuff out the window and things swimming past.
Yeah.
And then there's a little bit of action in it. So
Yeah, they did about 6 minutes of that in the Nemo TV show. They were like, "Wow, whales! Okay, yeah, we got things to do." Like, it's
which Nemo TV series?
The new one that I just,
Oh, I was saying, not the old one where he's like suddenly he's in the 1980s. And unfrozen or something.
Or remember what they did to Nemo in that god awful League of Extraordinary Gentlemen movie?
Yes, made him like an Indian prince sort of thing.
That was bad too, but that movie was bad. Dear Lord,
the movie was quite bad.
It was such a slog. Just, oh my God, will it ever end?
think it's one of those movies that it started off as a graphic novel, should have stayed a graphic novel.
Yeah. You know,
not every graphic novel has to be made into a movie. It doesn't. Yeah.
And I remember when I was like, okay, you know, it's got what's his nuts and whatnot. You know, it shouldn't be that bad. I'll check it out. Alan Quartermain. I guess you got to be a Brit. No idea, man. It's just
Connery.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I tried that movie. That was terrible.
So, talking about movies, it's come to that time.
Okay.
1 week ago, exactly, you suggested a movie for me to watch.
Okay. So this is where you prove that you have zero taste because I know it's coming.
You said you were going to rewatch it to remind yourself. You haven't.
Oh, I actually didn't do that yet.
No, you didn't do it. So Dick asked me
hold
to
on. Save this for a discussion during part of Tuesday election stream, and I will watch that movie this evening as I sit down with my jar of fun.
Okay, but no, I want you to watch it sober, like I did.
This doesn't have anything to do with sobriety in my world. This does, and I only have 6 in the house. Right?
Well, yeah. I want to watch it with a clear head.
I could just literally puff this all day, and I could still function the way I normally do. It's not a problem. I've got
Yeah, but the thing is, the deal was
35 years experience.
You suggest me a movie to watch,
okay,
and then the deal was that then I suggest a movie for you to watch.
Okay,
now we got to wait again for you to rewatch the movie that you made me watch before I can suggest you a movie to watch.
Okay, that sucks. I guess.
How it works. This is a bit one-sided. This deal, I'm not liking it.
Hold on, let me play my violin for you.
This deal is getting worse all the time.
Pray I don't change it again.
Oh, yeah, I'll have. Hey, you got to watch it because you'll just be walking along one of the corridors of your house, your housing complex. And the fucking guards will surround you. The Bespin guards will surround you, and they'll be dragging you away, kicking and screaming. Just wait.
Yeah. I've got head computer guy that'll fix it in the end. It's all right.
No. Head computer guy's on my side.
No. You can't hack him. No. I've already had data over here to make him unhackable, so it's not happening.
All right. Okay. Talk about. Okay. I'm going to talk about other movie bullshit. All right. Something I know. There was a thing that came up the other day on Facebook, and it was just like an image from Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
Where they built almost a full size
Falcon.
No. The blockade runner, the Tantive 4. That's
really
that was the beginning.
Ship? Okay.
Yeah, it was at the beginning of the of Star Wars, well, it was life size to them. I want to say almost. They didn't build the entire whole fucking length.
Right.
Some of that visual effects, but they built the front end and the cockpit and everything and all the rest of it. And I was looking at that, and suddenly I just felt like I've been slapped in the face by a Monty Python huge salmon. Because
beer barrels.
The ship was fucking tiny.
Oh,
and I was thinking, wait a minute, it's probably not much bigger than the Millennium Falcon itself, and yet dozens of stormtroopers, stormed it. They had corridors and corridors. People were running all over the place, left, right, and center, and somehow they couldn't find Princess Leia. What is she? It's like Anne Frank hiding in the attic. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, the door should have opened. There should have been like this. And I haven't finished yet.
It should have been like the inside of a VW bus, right?
No, it's like the door opens and stormtroopers come in and Darth Vader walks in. And at the other end should have been the fucking cockpit.
Yeah.
That's how big it is. It's not very big. But
It's like a small pub with a an outside patio, right?
but of course, they also have the same thing in Rogue One when again that ship turns up and you got people running through the corridors because they're going to escape with the Death Star plans and all that kind of stuff. There's corridor after corridor after corridor. It's not that big.
Yeah.
It's fucking tiny, and I've never really noticed it before. KK says big on the inside. It's not a fucking TARDIS.
I always thought the inside of the Falcon was big when you consider that the cockpit only seats 4 and then you use that to scale for the rest of the ship and blah, blah. I mean, I don't understand how there's even a floor that could have a drop in it. It's not that thick, but
the great thing is, because people are nerds, that there is a lot of people who have mapped out the Millennium Falcon. I mean, you can get a fucking Lego kit that maps out the floor space, and it does match up pretty damn well with what we see on the screen.
I don't think the distances inside are correct, because when people are running around and trying to fix things when they're under attack, they take a lot of steps for people moving, and I just don't see it as that big on the inside. But
it's relatively accurate. It's not that bad. Whereas, okay, I'll take that shot. But that's right. But the Tantive 4, if it's the same size, then why has it got crews? It's got robots all over the place. It's got soldiers on it. And you stuff them into the same kind of space as the Millennium Falcon. Yeah. It's like Darth Vader will walk in, say, "Oh, where's Leia? Where's she hiding? Oh, there she is over there. She's hiding behind the chest tape."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's her toe, sir, sticking out from behind the wall there.
I can see a fat ass now.
Yeah. Just listen for the sniff of cocaine. You'll hear it any minute.
We just follow the line of coke.
Oh, that's funny.
Fucking Star Wars.
But if you want to talk about funny things with Star Wars, let's talk about the stupid walking AT things. Both the little 2-footer, and the big 4-footer.
Yeah.
Right? Because the big 4, the big 4-footer is supposed to be a troop transport, right? So why are they 150 feet off the ground? What are they going to do? Put out a rope ladder? And by making those big, stupid legs, all they've done is make the target so much bigger. Is the Empire fueled by arrogance only, or does anybody have half a brain cell? It was ridiculous. It looked amazing when I was 8 years old or 12 years old or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But when you actually think about it, it's dumber than fuck.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's one of those sort of thing when nerds have gone to task and made reasons for everything else.
Oh, I'm sure.
The scale of the Tantive 4, no one's done that. But the AT-ATs. Yeah.
Let me tell everybody here, are all those people on YouTube, you think you've come up with some big reason to make it so that it makes sense? No. Let me tell you how George Lucas saw it. Okay, that's the smaller one, so it sells for $49. That's the bigger one.
Well, the AT-ST only made a guest appearance in The Empire Strikes Back, and when you saw it again in Return of the Jedi, they changed the design. But
yeah, that was hilarious. The blasters are the armor of an AT is too strong for blasters, but 3 teddy bears and a log of wood would take that thing out real quick. It's hilarious, man.
Yeah. The armor's too strong for blasters. Oh, I know. Let's trip it up.
Yeah, and then boom, it blows up when you shoot it in, right? Sometimes it sucks to have that, you're into all the sciencey part of science fiction, right? Because as you're watching it, you're like, if I was just drunk, I wouldn't care about this, and it would be, that whole way of looking can, fuck things up.
It's like really, really simple things. Like the Millennium Falcon had that security gun in Empire where it just popped out the bottom. And beep, 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 and shot the stormtroopers. Yeah. Why wasn't one of those fitted to the bottom of the ATs when Luke Skywalker scaled up to throw a bomb in?
Yeah. exactly. You know,
I mean, turtles, and actually not just turtles, but all animals are famously softer on the underbelly.
Yeah.
And that's where every animal attacks to go for them. So that's what Luke did. Well, why didn't he just put fucking armor covering over the bottom as well?
Yeah, I don't.
Why did you put the hatch there?
Yeah, yeah,
Why didn't you put the hatch at the top?
yeah. Why doesn't it have a shield generator?
Yeah, just like popped it open. Ping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that. Yeah. What? How does the light in a lightsaber decide when to stop?
Yes.
Fuck off, Apple. But I always thought
Apple.
Well, I did the thumb up thing when I did.
I thought, Apple are making lightsabers now. What are you talking about?
No, that'd probably be Elon, right? To go with the flamethrower,
Yeah.
Moron.
Yeah, no, there was I remember I think it was in Splinter of the Mind's Eye in that book, and it talks about that there's a setting, you can actually use you can use a lightsaber just like a small like cutting knife, or you can extend it to its full length, which is the meter. But like
Cooking
you say,
with Luke, it's great for fillet.
but it's like, why did you have to stop at a meter? Why didn't you just go, just turn the dial up and just like get Darth Vader off from 6 feet away? Just like,
right? Yeah.
wow.
If it had a dial, you could take out a crossing spaceship. Like, the Empire. Hold on here. Yeah, okay, we're good.
Boom. There we go. Yeah.
Just cut the fucking thing in half, right?
Yeah, Star Wars was one of those sort of things that if given time to evolve naturally in nature, like evolution does, it just wouldn't fucking exist. It's all complete bollocks from beginning to end.
Yeah,
that's why it's called fantasy, I suppose. So that's all right.
Well, look at an X-wing. It has an engine that's clearly producing a plume, and yet there's nowhere to store the fuel on that damn thing.
No, they're normally stored in the wings, aren't they? But no, it's got this big fat ass at the back, so it might be in that.
Yeah, but and it's that whole. There's so many unanswered questions because it's better not to even try, right? It's just like why does the Death Star shield? Is it in the middle of some chasm?
No. Let's go back to the X-wings. Let's stay on the X-wing topic for a bit, because one of the things that really annoys me about the X-wing is it's supposedly an old fighter.
Yeah,
this is like flying a Spitfire into Ukraine against the Russians.
Yeah,
it's an old fighter that's been cobbled together. All the panels have been replaced and all this kind of stuff, and they've even modified the engine, so you have like this setup where you got the big intakes and then the 4 long skinny engines sticking out the back. Now that's a modification. That was a modification, but every single fucking time you see an X-wing, it's exactly like that. It's exactly the same as this Rebel modification. Why aren't they any original X-wings? Why aren't there any like pristine X-wings? The same with the Y-wing with all the panels taken off.
Yeah,
see a pristine one. It's like
or TIE fighters. Who designs a ship that is almost impossible to get in? And then they finally showed us how the wings fold in half so it can.
No, that's bollocks. That is absolute.
I know. And then what's his name had to crawl out the top, but trying to watch him jump down the side off this bulbous ship in The Mandalorian was so stupid they didn't even attempt it, and they just showed him kind of rising up out of the ship. And then a moment later, he was walking on the soil because even they gave up, right? It's just too stupid.
No, the thing that really pisses me off about this, and we're going to get onto Star Trek in a minute, because the whole point is the TIE fighter. The TIE fighter was like, it hung in a hangar. It was, and it'd drop out and fly away. It's a space fighter.
Yeah.
And as soon as they start dropping them into the atmosphere, it's not fucking atmospheric space.
No, it was just ripped apart.
I know. Don't need aerodynamics, in Star Wars. But the reason why the TIE Fighter exists is because it was purely for space work, not
just dragged
work.
around,
That's
deployed
why,
when needed, right? Yeah.
That's why it doesn't need landing legs. That's why it doesn't need the fucking wings to fold up.
Exactly.
So it can land. No, just stick with the fucking design.
Yeah.
It's like Star Trek when they came up with the idea of the transporters was to avoid having the Enterprise land and all that kind of shit.
Right, right.
But it made sense. It also made sense because the fucking Enterprise, the fucking Enterprise is a starship.
Yeah.
It's not a ship that can just drop into planet, gravitational wells and all that kind of stuff. The thing would just fall apart, then the cells would just drop off.
Oh,
away. So it becomes kind of like canon, like the Enterprise is in space. Sometimes it drops into a very, very, very high orbit, but it's still a spaceship. And then Voyager comes along and says, "Oh no, we can land them on planets." And you see the Voyager ship land, and it's got these little stumpy little legs that come out. And you go,
man, that was so bad.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Just accept the fact that it's a starship. That's the only thing it's designed for. And it's not like, we'll make it swim underwater because it can, because it's a spaceship. And water walks is the same thing. No, that's why we don't have submarines in space. Just stop it.
Yeah. Okay, now speaking of transporters, I want to point something out. I want to point something out here. If we're going to go at Star Trek, we're going to go at Star Trek.
Hang on. I got to calm down.
Okay, as long as you're not playing with that thing.
Got.
But here's the thing. There's many times on like the Next Generation, for example, when they say, okay, yeah, we're going to have the computer analyze that. It'll take like 6 hours, right? But the computer can scan every particle of a person, spin, rotation, blah, blah, and all that stuff in a brief instant to transport somebody. That computer should never have to pause a moment to give you an answer. Bullshit.
That's because they got damn good Heisenberg compensator from Apple, I believe.
Yeah. Jobs invented those, even though an engineering team did. But
they're actually built into my iPhone at the minute. I've got a Heisenberg compensator.
I always found that to be crazy because the computation needed for transporting dictates that all these other slowdowns with the computer are just ridiculous. Takes you an hour to search through a database, but you could beam a person like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody did like a calculation of the amount of information that the transport computer would need for an individual person, and it was like more memory than you could possibly have the entire universe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's unbelievable, right? Yeah. I did like on what was it, in the Quantum Leap guys Enterprise show, how they didn't even have like a tractor beam, they had grappling guns and stuff. I did like that about that.
Yeah, they did have like the introduction of the transporter, and it was they should have had a lot more accidents with it. Because what they should have had, like,
they should have killed 5 or 6 red shirts, right? For sure.
Just people coming back as mush. Because the amount of times that the transporters broke down in the original series and the Next Generation, again with the holosuite, again like all this technologies is like fucking up all the time. Didn't happen so much in Enterprise. It obviously built things better in the olden days.
Yeah. You go back to old Enterprise, man, and look at all the flashing lights and stuff, and try to make heads or tails of that.
I love that. You see that in so much old science fiction where there's just like a panel of blinking lights.
There's no word or anything.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah,
it's like also if you've noticed, people bang on and on and on about it. About the Lasars on the Starship
Elcars.
Yeah, the L cars.
Oh, it's a beautiful looking interface, but it's the biggest waste of screen real estate I've ever seen.
But it's also gibberish.
I didn't mean
it's absolute gibberish. It's just literally just like numbers.
Yeah, there's no.
If you look closely at it, it's not like a a GUI system that we know, like Windows or Apple Finder or anything like that. It's just like 236, 477, 200. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, it's like they're all working on Texas Instruments graphing calculators, right? But yeah,
I saw an Encounter at Farpoint was on the other day. I didn't put it on. I'm not going to watch that shit. But it was just on the telly because the telly is just our third radiator in the house. It just like sits there warming the house up slowly. But Encounter at Farpoint was on, and there was this bit where someone was explaining to Lieutenant Riker how the LCAR system works and how you can find someone else on the ship. However, I remember when the episode when Riker goes back to his old ship that he found buried inside a fucking asteroid or whatever.
Yeah, the
Dyson Sphere. Was it the Dyson Sphere? Yeah,
no,
anyway.
It's when they had the transphasic cloak.
Transphobic.
Yeah.
They had a transphobic incident. It was all very trans. Everyone was wearing dresses. It was a terrible mess. But
it was like Rocky Horror Picture Show on an asteroid. It was crazy.
Let's do the time. No, anyway, Riker goes back to his ship. Oh, hang on a minute. His ship has got the LCAR system.
Yeah.
So why is somebody on the new Enterprise explaining to Riker how LCARs works when he's already experienced it as a first officer?
Yeah. Well, no, on that ship, he was a young ensign.
Oh no, was it like a lieutenant or something?
Yeah. No, that's the one where they found that there was a version of him that was left behind because of a transporter accident. That's when he's the lieutenant. He was a young ensign when he picked up his phaser to defend his captain, as he said in the episode. I just watched this one like a week ago, and the actor Terry O'Quinn was his old captain. He's the bald guy from Lost.
He's also in Stargate series as a shitty president. So watch out for that.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not. I can't go. It's just it's not working. But
you got one episode in.
Yeah. I downloaded the entire show and I watched an episode. Good thing the server's got terabytes of space still. Yeah, what do we got here? Oh, we're getting pretty close.
Oh yeah, I feel that connection too. I love you too.
So
what you're watching here, View, is a development of a relationship between two grown adult men, and we're getting there apparently.
She does come in between us at times.
Although we've only got 38 people watching, so nobody cares that much about our relationship.
That says 50 or something here, but no. Okay. So let's give people something to leave the show on that won't make them sick. So no cooking advice. No
sex advice.
It's okay. Here, I got advice for you people. It's Sunday night, Monday morning. I don't know where the fuck you are. Monday is the day before the election. So don't gobble up news and just sit there and hound out all day and stress yourself out and all that crap. Go and grab a bottle of wine and go and sit in the park while the sun's out and just relax, because Tuesday you're going to be full of it. Don't overfill tomorrow. Don't do it.
Or alternatively, go to your local gun store and start stocking up. You might need it.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. And remember,
buy bullets.
So
tonight's sponsors are bullets. Buy bullets.
Yeah, Steve McQueen and Bullet. Ronnie wanted the cat. So remember, play this one for anybody who says they're voting for Trump.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Let's see here. We got Shayna running the Shills account tonight. Big thanks, Shayna. We got PJ CNET, Liam Wakefield, and Super Chat Matt. So thanks, everybody. Thanks all you guys for joining us and watching as well.
Yeah, PJ says leave a comment to help the YouTube algorithm.
Good idea.
It needs lots of help because it's a stupid fucker.
Yeah.
No, the algorithm, not PJ.
Yeah, that's yeah. And keep your stick on the ice.
And keep your dick in a vice.
Ouch.